Hello there everybody, it is me Alexa and we are back with some more What Remains of Edith Finch. It seems she's the only person left in her family now based on this timeline, though Kay and Sanjay, Sven and Ingeborg don't have dates. Don't know who they are. But yeah, we just learned about Molly, first one, and now let's see what else we can learn. Oh my god. Wait, there's a cat. That was a cat.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Over here.
The room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan.
Okay, there's Ingeborg.
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
And his house. What a choice.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
That's really crazy. So what is this family curse?
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Yeah, for sure. Histories of Death and Thereafter. Oh, he wrote it by Odin Finch. Joining the Great Majority. Interesting. Oh, this is sealed off though. I like the painting. I like how everything has like painting on the inside. There's so many books in here. He had a lot of copies of his own novels. It's really just left like someone was just here.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
That's cute. Well, no. It might be the wrong word, but...
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Because of a little forest fire. Oof. Don't know if I can get behind that.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time. Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
That's wild. Is there a mole man under the house? Better not find one. Oh, look at that. Sven Finch. Shouldn't they have peoples back out? Does, but... Where to next?
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother. The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Oof.
It was a pretty big trace.
Yeah, it was. Look at this flooring in a bathroom. I cannot imagine how much hair is in that. Nope, there's the sealed door. Oh, what's over here? Oh. What an interesting... Oh, there's a secret in this bathroom by Sven and Edith Finch.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
That is so interesting. That's such a cool, like, concept to have all the locked books around the house. That's how you get into the secret
Sven
passages.
gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Here's the camera. I want it. Milton. You know, not feeling great whenever I keep seeing Milton spend all these places and she feels like Milton got eaten by the house. Not too promising. Oh, musical cue.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
That's really depressing. His lines stop. There's to nowhere. Very interesting room. To command center. Quick. Onwards.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Probably where she learned it from.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch.
Aww.
The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind,
You're
that
gonna
was
eat
it.
people again. Again. Better not try and jump up. You already have a broken leg. Oh, it's both legs. Okay. Oh, that's so cool.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Is this how he dies? I'm gonna jump into that pile
But
of
that
rocks.
day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
There was so many rocks below him.
I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
I'm not gonna tell you again.
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind.
Oh God.
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Oh. Oh gosh.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
That's a nice way to remember it.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Got 3 family members checked off.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Oh, we got another secret. Oh my gosh, look at that. Who would ever think? What an interesting premise. Everything moves how I don't expect it to. See some more Milton artwork.
The
here.
passages were a pretty tight fit.
Yeah, it's
They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Oh, so this is back in the hallway, so now we have like a new entrance. Cool. There's Milton again. Interesting artwork, Milton. Oh, we're in her bedroom.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
It looks so just up and left. It's pretty, like they're mid-ironing. Wait, is it still plugged in even? No, it's not. Room would be like terrible. That's how you. Making sure there wasn't anything to pick up. Is this her one movie? Be anything else?
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Oh God. Is that a cake? Must be so moldy.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly
This is the
tale
picture that
inspired by
Milton drew.
America's most
Oh, then she drew a
unfortunate
cat.
fairy.
Everything's
I'm calling it the
connected.
surprise ending of Barbara Finch.
That's creepy.
As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream.
I'm loving this voice actor.
Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend,
Oh
Rick,
God.
was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw
Oh,
and had to
God.
be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Oh.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara
This is
went to look
creepy.
for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Is Rick not just trying to scare her? Oh god, I have to control it. Okay. Oh, there's blood.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Oh, I was trying to scare her. Oh my god. This is not cool.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Has me very on edge. Old-timey music and voices.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh,
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your screen.
Well, I'm
and she
not
said, "Oh
scared.
dear," instead of.
I'm furious.
I would be
Act
too.
Furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah!
Oh gosh.
Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Oh gosh, I'm in control again. Okay. Same house. Oh my word. I don't like this. Oi!
Walter, are you there? Walter had vanished.
Oh
But his
no.
bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand.
Oof.
Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Mm-hmm.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless.
Oh,
He
she didn't even
was
get her
quite
scream.
Smashing. And there he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
It's so dark.
That night, she played her part beautifully. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned.
Good.
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Oh god. Okay, this hasn't been so bad. Oh god.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Oh my god, do I have to walk to the front door now? I'm gonna kick Rick out.
Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh god.
Oh dear.
I love, that's all she said.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous.
Oh god.
Her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick.
Aw.
He disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard. But that's
Yeah.
another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Oh god.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Oh my god. That's bad. Okay, let's add in
Edie told me all
Barbara.
Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
All right, and with our introduction to Barbara, we now have 4 names on our list, and I think this is where we're going to end it for today. All right. Thank you all so much for watching. I am interested to come back and learn more about the rest of her members of her family. Alrighty. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did, feel free to hit that like button and subscribe. And I hope you all are staying safe out there and have an absolutely amazing day. Bye.